Tonight we're learning more about the 3 National Guard soldiers killed in that Black Hawk helicopter crash Wednesday in Mendon. The 3 are Stephen Skoda, Christian Koch, and Daniel Pryle. First, 54-year-old Chief Warrant Officer 5 Steve Skoda lived in Rochester. He was a 35-year veteran of the Army and the New York Army National Guard. Also, 30-year-old Chief Warrant Officer 2 Daniel Pryle served in the Army since 2012. He deployed to Afghanistan in 2014 and 2015 and was an instructor pilot for students. Soldiers in his unit say he was humble and family-oriented. And 39-year-old Chief Warrant Officer 4 Christian Koch was a 20-year veteran of the New York Army National Guard. He's an alum of SUNY Brockport and lived in Honeoye Falls with his wife and 4 children. And today I sat down with his wife and mother. They didn't want to go in front of the camera given everything, but they did want to share Christian's story and highlight his passion to protect. This flag that now hangs outside Christian Koch's home traveled with him on tours in Iraq and Afghanistan, where he excelled as a helicopter pilot. To his wife, Teresa, Christian did so well, first for the military and then for the state police and National Guard, for one reason.
He loved it, and there's nothing, if he's going to do it, he's going to succeed at it. He's so determined, and he just loved it. He really did. Talia, my daughter, the other night asked us at dinner what everybody's dream job was. And he said, this is my dream job. I get to fly helicopters. It's all I want to do. And that's what he died doing.
Dream job, but Christian was also living his dream life with Teresa and 4 kids running around the house in Honeoye Falls.
You know, a lot of guys will go golfing or, and he's like, because he's, the police, it's not a 9-to-5 job, and then the, National Guard is a lot of time, and that's the only time away, other than that, all he wanted to do was be with me and the kids.
And Christian's mother couldn't get over what an attentive father he was.
Wasn't one area of his children that was overlooked or just forgotten about. He wanted them to have a happy, full, educated, valued life, and he and Teresa were such a strong team.
A team now torn apart.
We didn't have enough time together, and it's not fair.
It's a tragedy.
Christian's training would often take him over his home and family, and they'd come out and wave. They'll now have to take that memory, and like Christian did with this flag, carry it with them for the rest of their lives. I'll add that at a lot of national disasters, Christian was there in the helicopter rescuing people and pets. And a side note here, Teresa and I went to the same high school, and I can tell you no one deserved the happiness she had with Christian more than her. Our own Christian Garzone spoke with friends and family of the soldiers today. He joins us now live from Patriot Way here in Rochester. Christian, hard to wrap one's mind around the tragedy here.
Adam, many family and friends still in shock tonight over that helicopter crash in Mendon. We spoke with Chief Warrant Officer Koch's best friend of 35 years, also a classmate of his from SUNY Brockport, also the mother of Chief Warrant Officer Stephen Skoda, all of them rightfully in mourning over the 3 heroes who perished this week.
That is the void that I'll always have now. I won't have that one person.
Chief Warrant Officer Christian Koch's best friend is Todd Estabrooks, a police officer in Livingston County. He's still trying to process what happened to his companion since kindergarten. Koch, he says, would have been 40 in just a few days.
It's a horrible loss to have, somebody who you rely on in a lot of different ways, just all of a sudden not there.
Estabrooks says he and Koch served in the Army together as infantry before Koch decided to pilot Black Hawks. Koch, like Estabrooks, also wearing the badge and blue.
When Christian wasn't flying for the National Guard, he was flying for the state police.
An old SUNY Brockport classmate of Koch's told News 8 of the man this nation lost.
He had a a zest for life and a joy of the moment that was infectious. You know, we would go to class and come out and have like all this homework and have all this stuff to do. And he would just make you laugh, like he had a lightness about anything.
Today, surrounded by family, Barbara Skoda, the mother of Chief Warrant Officer 5 Stephen Skoda, spoke on behalf of everyone there.
We're mourning the loss of our son and brother and uncle and best friend. We extend our sincerest condolences to the families of the other 2 officers affected by this crash, and our thoughts and prayers go out with them, too.
Estabrook says he takes comfort knowing that in Koch's final act, he was piloting that Black Hawk away from homes in Mendon into this empty farm field.
I'm proud of him. You know, that's a great feeling.
As you heard in there, Koch was a graduate of SUNY Brockport. That college today flying their flags at half-staff in honor of him. From Patriot Way in Rochester, Christian Garzone, News 8. Adam, back to you.
All right, Christian, nice job. Thank you. I have another story for you now. Back in July, Lexi Popovich was golfing with her friends and offered to let a single stranger pass them. Well, that stranger was Daniel Pryor. And instead of passing, he joined the women. It was the same day he moved to Rochester. Pryor golfed with them for a few hours, and they stayed in touch after that. Popovich says today, although she only knew Pryor for a short time, he made such a huge impact on her and her friends' lives.
Being in his presence that day, like looking back and being able to appreciate what a kind soul he was. I mean, there isn't often times where you run into someone and within, hours just feel a connection to them as a person. He generally was so gracious, so kind. You could feel he had a gentle soul. And I think that's the part that makes it kind of hard to digest at this point.
Now, if you want more of the stories of the 3 victims and perhaps the latest on the investigation into what caused that crash, which is still unknown, head to rochesterfirst.com.